Today, we're going to talk about India's leading mid-cap IT company. Here are your hints. On 19th March, the board approved a 3,200 crore fundraising for potential acquisition during the year. However, the market reacted poorly at the news, tanking the share by 5% instantly as it deemed the move unnecessary. And in January, the CEO of this firm sold shares worth nearly 200 crores on the open market. The sale raised concerns that he might have some bad news that's not public yet, or it might just be to increase his personal wealth. The stock, however, has corrected by nearly 19% in the last 1.5 months. But this did not deter the global equity research analysts like Morgan Stanley to Jefferies to predict a 25% to 30% increase on the back of a $1 billion order book, new vertical diversification, and a potential acquisition play. Is this the right time to invest in this firm? तो शुरू करते हैं एक unbiased analysis just based on facts on Coforge Limited. My name is Ashish Thomas. I'm an IIM graduate and a management consultant. My daily job is to evaluate firms, understand their risks, and anticipate market moves. And I thought, why not apply all of this to the stock market? There's a huge shout out to all of you that हमने 2 महीना complete कर दिया है. So thanks a lot for all the love and many more videos to come in the future. Here we are and let's jump right in. The first thing we do is to understand the company's business model. With 30 plus years of operations, Coforge is one of the fastest growing IT companies in India, especially at the time when most IT companies are missing their targets or trimming their FY24 guidance. The company has 6 main service offerings across 3 major industry verticals. In terms of services, data and integration, software engineering, and cloud infrastructure management account for nearly 70% of the business. They are also the fastest growing business segment, clocking over 25+% growth each. In terms of the industry verticals, financial services with banking and insurance account for nearly 60% of all revenue. Banking in particular grew by 40% in 2023 and is expected to maintain that growth. Latest investments in healthcare and retail are expected to boost the revenues further. Geography spread में वो 21 countries में operate करते हैं with delivery centers in 9 countries. उनका अधिकतर business Americas, Europe and Middle East से आता है. लगभग 85% of their revenue from these geographies. Recent time में वो Asia Pacific में invest कर रहे हैं and India में भी expand कर रहे हैं. As of Q3 conference call, they are aggressively pushing sales and marketing in the Australian region. Now there are 2 things that gives Coforge a competitive edge based on its current market strategy. Hyper focus on differentiation. Coforge tends to move with the market. Based on the management guidance, Coforge aims to invest around 40% of its technology capabilities built for FY25 in artificial intelligence. In addition, Coforge is already on its way to touch 50% of its revenue contribution through emerging technologies like generative AI, metaverse, while the industry average stands at around 40%. They have also set up a center of excellence for metaverse and have launched a self-service platform called Orion in March 2024. दूसरा, long-standing relationships. As of Q3, उनके 94% clients tend to be repeat business and उनके top 10 accounts का revenue contribution grew by 20% as per the 2023 reports. उनको preferred tech partner का दर्जा दिया गया है across several Fortune 500 clients. While recent challenging market environment has impacted revenue share from the top 5 accounts, it still managed to add 7 new clients based on high quality execution brand. Any existing player will not have the capabilities and end customer partnerships to give major challenge to Coforge at the moment. With this, let's take a look at the financials. Before we go there, आपने काफी सारे stock videos देखे होंगे, but very few are going into the kind of depth like we are going today. So please go like the video अगर you haven't already and do subscribe. वहाँ bell icon है, all notifications click कीजिएगा so that you're up to date with all the new videos that are coming out. After posting 22% growth in revenues in 2023, Coforge is expected to meet the management guidance of 13 to 16% by end of 2024. In fact, the company has already grown the revenue in the first 9 months of 23-24 by 14.7%. This growth is despite the challenging demand which has impacted every other company in this sector, with Infosys and Wipro actually downgrading the revenue guidance. With sales and marketing peak and higher percentage of projects tentatively to be delivered from offshore, the EBITDA margins are expected to improve significantly in 2025. The utilization of employees still below 80% and offshore component is only at 52%, so there's significant headspace to grow. In addition, the 3,200 crore fundraising plan will bring down its high debt. Despite that, the company will still have a huge fund of 2,500 crores for any kind of acquisitions in the future. The company is looking for M&A and has identified 6 to 7 probable entities, and through the M&A it expects to acquire new capabilities, alliance partnerships, and clients in new verticals such as retail, healthcare, and high tech. The return on equity is 24%, which is almost double the industry average. Its ROCE is 25%, which is also double the industry average, showing its ability to use its resources efficiently. From an equity research analyst perspective, they are anticipating a 25% to 30% upside on the stock with a revenue growth of 17% and a profit growth of 32%. All bullish on the robust order book, margin improvement, and fundraising. Finally, the institutions are the largest shareholder at 72%, and the shareholder is marginally stable. We know about the insiders selling, which we talked about at the beginning of the video. FIIs have significantly increased their stake from 25% in March 2023 to 34% in December 2023, so they are seeing a lot of value in the share. With that, a view on its risk. पहला, काफी हाई कंपटीशन है तो काफी जगह पे ये कॉस्ट का गेम हो जाएगा फॉर कोफोर्ज एंड इट्स पियर्स। दूसरा, एनी स्लो डाउन इन द डिमांड ड्यू टू द रिसेशनरी एनवायरनमेंट कैन इंपैक्ट रेवेन्यूज। तीसरा, टेक्नोलॉजी रिस्क है तो कोफोर्ज हैज टू कीप विद द चेंजिंग कस्टमर ट्रेंड्स एंड टेक्नोलॉजी। नाउ दैट ब्रिंग्स अस टू द वैल्यूएशंस। ऑन द फुटबॉल फील्ड, इक्विटी रिसर्च एनालिस्ट्स आर क्लेमिंग दैट द शेयर विल बी होवरिंग बिटवीन 6700 to 7600, predicting an upside to the share. अब इसका relative valuation is coming between 7600 to 8300 when you compare it with peers like Tata Tech, KPIT, etc. The book value is still 539 at the moment. On DCF2, which is the true cash flow valuation, the company is coming between 3947 to 6390 at a WACC of 11.5% and a long-term growth of 6.5%. So net, the stock is still slightly undervalued, so it's a good value play, especially after the price correction that has happened. Final thoughts. अगर आपको कुछ भी अच्छा लग रहा हो in the videos, तो जरूर लिखना what is the next share that you want me to look into, and do not forget to click the bell icon to get all the notifications. The goods. One of the fastest growing IT industry firms, especially in the mid-cap sector. Massive investments in the emerging technologies. A focus on margin improvement, reasonable valuations, and an upcoming potential M&A makes the stock very attractive. The risk of the continued muted demand in the global market and any changes in the customer demand can impact firms' revenue and the competitiveness in the market. With this, my opinion is that there's a lot more goods to Coforge than bads. One must think of adding Coforge to their portfolio in the light of the current price consolidation which has happened. As market open up and emerging technologies become the norm, Coforge will be in a good shape to win the market. That's all from me today. Do note that I'm not SEBI registered yet, so this is my own independent views and analysis. Please use this research as a starting point in your own analysis and let me know what you think about Coforge. Thank you.